There's a holdup in the Bronx.
Brooklyn's broken out in fights.
There's a traffic jam in Harlem that's backed up to Jackson Heights.
There's a scout troop short a child. Khrushchev's blue and I go wild.
Car 54, where are you?
Tonight's program brought to you by Tide. Your wash gets cleaner every week with Tide. And by Prel Concentrate, the shampoo in the handy unbreakable tube.
Boy, there's nobody more gullible than Joan Crawford. I saw her last night on that Late Show, The Downfall of Diana Dawn. Did you catch it, Francis?
No.
Boy, is she gullible. There she is, a struggling young actress, and she meets the slick producer. And right away, he invites her up to his Park Avenue apartment for an audition. I yelled at her, "Don't go, Joan. Don't be gullible. Don't be gullible. Remember your last picture when you were gullible." But did she listen to me? No. Sure enough, there she was, up his apartment, drinking champagne.
Stop worrying about Joan Crawford. She's doing all right.
I wasn't worried about Joan Crawford. I kept seeing your sister Peggy up some producer's Park Avenue apartment.
Oh, come on, Gunther.
She's a struggling young actress.
Now, wait a minute. Gunther, you gotta be more modern. Broadway isn't like that anymore. The producers of today are businessmen, with more in their minds than chasing young actresses around apartments.
Car 54, car 54, come in, come in.
Car 54, over.
Neighbors report a disturbance at 807 East 175th Street. Investigate.
That's my house.
Let's go.
I think it was lovely, Peggy.
Well, the script says shrill and agonizing. Let me try it again.
That was nice.
All right, nobody move.
You heard him. Do what he said.
What's going on?
Francis, it's happened. I got a part in a Broadway show.
Is that what you were screaming about?
No, I'm rehearsing. That's my part.
Hey, she sounded just like Joan Crawford in The Devil Wears a Tuxedo.
How about my little sister? She got a part in a Broadway play.
Well, it's not definite yet. I'll know tonight.
She'll know tonight.
Yes, I have to go to the producer's Park Avenue apartment and audition.
She has to go to the producer's Park Avenue apartment. You're not going.
Now, wait a minute, Francis.
You're not going to any producer's Park Avenue apartment alone.
Alone? Oh, Francis, don't be a square. It's a backers audition. The producer is presenting the play to a group of responsible businessmen.
The producer told Joan Crawford it was a benefit for the Boy Scouts of America.
You're both being ridiculous. The producer, Sinclair Fenwick, happens to be one of the great names of the American theater.
So is John Wilkes Booth. Mother, tell her she can't go.
Peggy can take care of herself. You heard her scream. The dress is ready. Come on, Peggy.
Coming, Mother.
Little snippy. Joan Crawford all over again.
Can you borrow your brother-in-law's tuxedo tonight?
Why?
We're going to drop in unexpectedly on Mr. Sinclair Fenwick's Park Avenue apartment tonight.
How are we going to get in?
Don't worry. On Park Avenue, if you're wearing a tuxedo, nobody asks you any questions. Come on. Nobody here.
Oh, it's just like Joan Crawford's producer. He lit the candles for the champagne supper, he gave the servants the night off, and the chase was on.
Will you stop with the Joan Crawford? I can't understand it. Peggy said he asked her up here for an audition. That's Peggy. Come on.
I can't take it anymore.
The door seems to be stuck.
Gentlemen, you're late. It's almost over.
Oh, well, we were just...
Oh, but have a seat.
Well, we were just...
Don't mind if I do.
Go ahead, Mr. Fenwick.
Thank you. We were at the climax of our play, waiting for Wednesday. So, let's start again. There's a knock on the door. The maid answers it. She opens the door. It's our hero, Douglas. His eyes are blackened. Both arms are broken. His face is a bloody mass. Weakly, he speaks.
They did it again. They took me to their back room and beat me. They used rubber hoses, brass knuckles, blackjacks. They beat me Sunday. They beat me Monday. And again today. But they were surprised to find me waiting for Wednesday.
Author!
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the author of this brilliant first play, Robin Stewart.
Thank you. Thank you.
And now to each of you who has been kind enough to back me financially.
Kind enough. 10 hits in a row. I made $500,000.
I had money and only one, and I made 100,000.
Since this is just a straight play, it can be put on for only $100,000. So I must limit each backer to $2,000 each. Pledge slips will be passed among you.
Imagine, we can only invest $2,000.
Yeah.
That will only bring in about $25,000.
Don't forget the movie sale. That'll go for at least $1 million.
Come on, let's go.
Now, you just sign these pledge slips and return them to me later. Just pass them on, please.
You mean this Fenwick never misses?
Being allowed to invest in a Fenwick production is like having a license to steal.
This is the surest thing since My Fair Lady.
Come on. I think we can slip out now. What are you doing?
I'm signing the pledge.
Gunther, you out of your mind? Signing a pledge for $2,000?
Francis, this is the chance of a lifetime. This is the way that the rich get richer. They keep it amongst themselves, and we're in on it.
You haven't got $2,000.
I'll get it. I'll beg, borrow, or steal. This is my one chance to move out of the low-rent district.
It's too big a risk.
What risk? You think these millionaires take risks? They get in on sure things. That's how they become millionaires. Now, let go.
Gunther, I'm not going to...
Francis, let go now.
Anything wrong, gentlemen?
No.
Here's my pledge.
Oh, thank you. And remember, the money you pledge will have to be here in Mr. Fenwick's apartment by tomorrow afternoon.
We're rich. We're rich.
Rich, you signed a pledge for $2,000 that you haven't got. And what if the play turns out to be a flop?
A flop. Francis, why did you stop me? But I'm telling you, boys, waiting for Wednesday can't miss. All we need is 20 of us to put up $100 apiece.
Will you get off our backs?
All morning in the shower, in the locker room.
Knock it off.
Somebody drop the net on him and take him away.
Boys, I tried to stop him.
Stop me from what? To invest in a Broadway play that can't miss? This play has got a message.
It hasn't got a chance.
I was there. I saw all the smart money rushing to get in on it. This is our chance for easy money. Our one chance of...
Tony!
Yes, sir.
Tony, I've been listening to what you've been saying in this room, and I'm shocked. Shocked to think that a cop in my precinct would use the words easy money. When we became police officers, we pushed all thoughts of wealth aside. We did it for a bigger reason. Public service and something we all have in here. It's something money can't buy.
You're right, Captain.
Go back to that producer. Take that pledge back from him, tear it up, and say thanks. But this is not for people like us.
Yes, sir.
It's understandable, boys. Tony was dazzled by those millionaires. Well, let me tell you something, Gunther. As long as you wear that badge, you don't have to kowtow to any man, no matter how rich, no matter how... Wait a minute. Isn't that Mr. Van Wyck, the railroad president?
That's right, Captain.
Captain, I'll always have it in here.
Shut up. Coming, Mr. Van Wyck. I'll be right with you. I'll handle this. Mr. Van Wyck, Captain Block, at your service. Is there any problem with one of your properties in the Bronx? Anything I can do for you, Mr. Van Wyck?
Yes, you can help me. I'm looking for a man named Gunther Toody.
Toody? You came here to see Toody?
Yes, there's some business I would like to discuss with Mr. Toody.
You have business with... Officer Toody, on a double! You have business with Gunther Toody? I mean, Officer Toody? Toody! Oh, you're here.
What is it, sir?
Toody, this is Mr. Van Wyck. Take your hat off.
Yes, sir.
Officer Duty, I got your name from the Fenwick office. I understand that you were at the Backers audition and that you signed a pledge for $2,000.
Yes, sir.
Well, I was out of town and I missed the audition, and I have had money in every one of Fenwick's productions.
You have?
Well, doesn't everyone want to get in on a Fenwick play?
Does they? Do they?
I'll come right to the point, Duty. I'll give you $5,000 for your $2,000 investment.
5,000?
I'll make it 6,000.
6,000? I'm sorry, sir, but I had to talk with my captain, and I got to take my pledge back.
Well, if you're going to return your pledge.
Return that pledge? Mr. Van Wyck, this man is a policeman. He put his good name on that piece of paper, and he's going to make it good. All right, Officer Tootie, back to work.
Where can I reach you?
Shut up! Don't talk to him. Show him the door. Boys, we fell into a big thing.
But, Captain...
Quiet. This play Tootie brought us is a sure hit.
A sure hit?
Listen, if Van Wyck, one of the cagiest businessmen in New York, wants to buy Tootie's share for $6,000, it must be worth $100,000.
$100,000?
That's right. Why should we let Van Wyck make it? What is there, a city ordinance that says a policeman has to be poor? Boys, it's legitimate. It's big.
It's easy money.
Captain, you said that easy money. But you said to have it here.
Will somebody shut this blabbermouth up? We've got to raise $2,000. By what time?
This afternoon. But, Captain, you said that easy money...
What does he want from me? There are 20 of us in on this. Now, that means $100 a share.
I'll take a share.
Count me in.
Me too.
Kissel, put all those names down.
Put me down.
Don't forget to put me down for a share. How about you, Tootie?
Captain, you said that easy money is...
Okay. Tootie doesn't want a share.
I'll take it.
Did you ever see such greed? We'll cut up Tootie's share. What about you, Muldoon? Good boy, we've got another share to cut up. Now, remember, we've got to raise that money, get it down to the producer's office by this afternoon.
I gotta call my wife. I gotta call my brother. Get on my way.
Get me an outside line. I've got to stop my wife before she gets the kid to the dentist. She was going to blow $100 to get his teeth straightened.
But, Charlie, only $100. The car is practically new. It's only got 125,000 miles on it, and I just put in brand new seat covers.
That's right, Joe. I just need $100 for the ticket. Doctor says if I'm not in Arizona in an hour...
How long does it take Tootie and Muldoon to get to the producer's office with the money?
Maybe they got stuck in traffic.
A patrol car with a siren going? If Tootie blows this, our one chance to hit the jackpot. Captain Captain Block. Tootie, you got there in time. Good boy. You gave them all our names, huh? Nice work, Gunther. Well, boys, we're in show business. Yes, sir, we've got a play on Broadway.
I figured it out. If it makes $100,000, we get $5,000 each.
And that's just for the Broadway run. What about the movie sale? That'll bring in $1 million.
They gotta get a big star.
What about John Wayne?
John Wayne, he's a good moneymaker.
What about William
Quiet. Jimmy, can't you see we're busy?
I just got a call. The commissioner's going to make a speech on radio.
Oh, get the radio. That reminds me, we've got to get the commissioner opening night seats.
Yeah, he'll like that.
And as your police commissioner, I've always interested myself in the plays presented on Broadway. I have just read a new play, Waiting for Wednesday.
What a plug!
You couldn't buy it for money.
That this play is being produced is an insult to a great body of self-sacrificing public servants, the New York Police Department. Its theme is police brutality, a collection of outrageous lies about police methods that may have been used 50 years ago, rubber hoses, brass knuckles, blackjacks, but has no relation to the intelligent, highly trained modern police force of today. Fortunately, the state requires that the names of the backers be published. It will be interesting to see who they are, who think so little of the heroism of the policeman.
Turn it off.
Captain!
I can't help it. It's funny. An entire police precinct invests in a play about police brutality.
What kind of play could it be? There's no such thing as police brutality.
There isn't, huh? Wait till the commissioner sees our names. Boys, we're in trouble. Big trouble.
Oh, no, you're not.
We're not?
You're all in on it. We got there just in time.
What did you do to us?
Quiet. It's not Tootie's fault. We've got only ourselves to blame. Greed. Greed, it took us by the throat and shook all sense of decency and responsibility out of us. Easy money. It led us down the road to disaster.
Don't take it too hard, Captain. Maybe you'll feel better when you see your name in the papers.
Wait a minute, Captain. Maybe we can get the producers to give back the money.
Not a chance. What a publicity angle for them. Even cops invest in a play about police brutality.
Well, we'll try. Come on, Gunther.
Wait, Captain.
Yes, Gunther?
Even if we can't get you out of it and the worst happens, always remember one thing.
What?
That's show business. Come on.
That's show business.
So anxious to produce a play with a message in it, you didn't even check to see whether the message was true or not.
My play's true, a slice of life.
It's a slice of baloney.
The truth will prevail.
And find out the truth. Go visit a small precinct station. Robin, it's a community center. It's a place where neighbors come when they're in trouble and they need some help. It's a place where cops organize neighborhood baseball games for the kids. Go on down, see for yourself.
What are you trying to do to me? Get me beat up? Once they get me in their back room?
Those cops who invested in the play. You'd trust them, wouldn't you?
Well, sure. After all, they invested.
Quick, let's find out their names.
Come in.
Excuse us. Can we see you for a minute?
On behalf of the East Bronx Businessmen's Association, we wish to present this plaque to the 53rd Precinct for its vigilance. You don't seem much interested, Captain. It's a very fine plaque.
Maybe the next captain will enjoy it. I'm sorry, Mr. Caruso. Go right ahead.
For its vigilance and community spirit. Excuse me.
Hello. Yes, Muldoon? You want permission to bring who down here? The author of the play.
Yes, sir. He wants to see it just the way it is. A normal day at the 53rd Precinct Station.
I want no covering up.
He wants no covering up.
I understand. Just a normal, friendly, neighborly day at the 53rd.
On behalf of the East...
Wait. Save the presentation for later. I'll be right back.
Oh, I don't know how to thank you boys for finding my Tappy again. He loves you boys just like the whole neighborhood loves you.
Excuse me, Mrs. Moeller. Al, come here.
They're bringing the author here?
Shh. I want him to see the precinct just as it is. Keep her here thanking you a little longer.
Yes, sir.
That's enough, Mrs. Bortach. It's clean enough.
I could never get it clean enough for you boys, giving an old lady work, if it wasn't for you.
Now, Mrs. Bortach.
Excuse us, Mrs. Bortach.
He's coming here? Okay. Just a little more over here, Mrs. Bortach.
Shoo. They found my baby. They found him. You found my boy. Oh, my Angelo.
He was in the supermarket, like always.
And you give an ice cream, too. Oh. Angelo, say thank you to the wonderful policeman. Oh, they find you.
Keep me here a little longer. It makes a nice picture.
You guys are wonderful. Boy, am I ashamed of myself. Every payday I go out and I get loaded and you boys bring me in here and let me sleep it off.
We gotta keep you out of trouble, Charlie.
You know, if it wasn't for you guys, I don't know what had happened to me. You guys are just wonderful. Just wonderful. Well, see you next week.
Oh, wait, by the way, what do you hear from Barney?
Barney?
Yeah.
Barney who?
Well, you know Barney over at the El Rio Cafe.
Oh, that Barney. I don't go there anymore.
Aren't you ashamed of yourselves, fighting, smashing up your apartment, disturbing your neighbors?
I'm sorry, Sergeant.
If it wasn't for you, Sergeant Little, I would have left him for good years ago.
You saved our marriage, Sergeant.
Here? Keep me here a little while longer.
Joe, let's get our apartment.
Wait. Marriage is like a precious flower. You must love it. Take care of it. Water.
He can do that?
Yes, but now I've got to get him home for his daddy ratty.
Wait, what else can he do?
I'm sorry, Mr. Caruso.
On behalf of the East Bronx Businessmen's Association, we wish to...
Hello, Muldoon? Oh, what's keeping you? Everything is set. A flat tire? Well, hurry it up and get him up here. Excuse me.
Wait, Captain. Just take the plaque. I gotta get back to the store. I left my brother-in-law in charge. He'll rob me blind. Just be a minute.
Can he roll over and play dead?
Yes, but if I don't get him home for his dinner and his bath soon, he's going to get pretty mad.
Wait, I haven't said goodbye to him. Goodbye, Taffy.
Oh, wait. There's a dirty spot here, and when you get through with that, this one over here.
The ice cream cone is finished. Now say goodbye to the nice policeman.
Hey, wait a minute. Nicholson, why don't you go out to the store and get him another ice cream?
Another ice cream? You spoil his dinner.
I go to the Triangle Bar. I go to the Sapphire Bar. I go to the Parkway Bar and Grill. But the El Rio, no more. They give you a big drink, but it's all glass. Now, down at that Triangle, they really give you a big shot of... So long, boy.
Yeah, now wait, Charlie.
Sure appreciate the talk, Sergeant.
Let's go, Ella.
Wait. Marriage is like a partnership. A ship that should never be allowed to flounder on the rocks of hate.
Ah, there you are, Mr. Caruso. Here's the plaque, Captain. I gotta go. Don't go. A plaque is just a piece of wood. It's a man's words that mean something. Well, on behalf of the East Bronx Businessmen's Association, we wish to... Oh, no. Excuse me. Hello, Muldoon? What is it this time? You ran out of gas. Hurry it up and get him here. Excuse me, Mr. Caruso. Wait a minute. I'll be right back. Right back? Just take the plaque. I gotta get out of here. Without a little ceremony? What ceremony? I didn't want to give you the plaque in the first place. Personally, my store was robbed 4 times with your vigilance. Please, I'll be right back.
Goodbye, Taffy.
Give me my dog!
Oh, I found another spot.
You did? Well, clean it yourself.
Look, Mrs. Bartach, but it's still dirty.
What do you want for $1 an hour? I'm an old lady.
That's a good boy.
Now, here's another one, Andy.
If you give another coin, you get it right in the face.
Triangle's your favorite bar, huh?
Yeah, and I should have been there a half hour ago. Now, come on.
Oh, wait, Charlie, wait. I thought you liked Barney.
Now, listen, fellas, I gotta get over to the Sapphire Bar. Now, come on, now let me go.
I thought you said the Triangle.
Listen, I don't care what it is, as long as I can get over the board. I gotta meet a fellow. It's really business. Believe me, fellas, it's business. Won't you...
Marriage is like an airplane. The going is slow, the going is fast. The going is smooth, the going is rocky.
Look, Sergeant, will you shut up and let us go home?
I'm only trying to give some advice.
Save it for your own marriage. I've heard stories about you and your wife from the neighbors.
Oh, well, look, you, I wouldn't take that from anybody.
I'm sorry, Mr. Caruso. You're sorry? While you kept me here, my store was robbed again. We'll get the thieves. Yeah, like you got the other 4, huh? Look, Mr. Caruso, this is no time to open old wounds. You came here to present me with a plaque. All right, here it is. You can't do that to me. I can't, huh? Why, you?
Oh, yeah? Get somebody else to clean your funky station.
It's your job to clean.
That's slavery.
When I came through that door and saw what was going on, Mr. Stewart, I was ready to agree with you.
How about me? I thought all I read about police brutality was true.
Well, you heard all the people when it was over. It was just a neighborhood misunderstanding.
Well, Mr. Stewart, are you still going to write about our police department?
Of course I am.
You are?
But it's not going to be a straight play. It's going to be a musical. Coppers, capers.
Coppers, capers?
Pretty girls, hit songs, sock comedy.
Pretty girls, hit songs, sock comedy. It's our chance to get in on a big Broadway hit. It's called Coppers Capers. It's about a whole precinct that invests in a Broadway show. Ooh, wait till you hear one of the songs. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Brass buttons, brass buttons, brass...
Tonight's program brought to you by Gleam Toothpaste with the patented GL70 formula. And by Cam-A, secret of soft skin.